Hello guys, it's Danny here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we are here for the Chinese Grand Prix and for our Red Bull, turbo road to Red Bull career mode in the turbo. So straight away, just want to mention that the difficulty has been raised straight away because it was too easy last episode really on 105. We've got 110, I'll prove that later in the episode, but yeah, let's just see how we do with China. It's a fairly decent track of, well, not of mine. On this game I enjoy it, but I'm not really the fastest. But yeah, in the background is just the invitation event of the classic car event that you do at the end of round one. So I'm going to leave that on in the background. If you guys want to skip to the actual start of the Chinese Grand Prix, I'll put a timestamp on the screen right about now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy and I shall catch you in a bit. So just a bit of footage from practice. We're in our race strategy program. It's starting to come down with rain a little bit, and Sebastian Vettel just ahead. If you keep an eye on him, actually loses the car and goes to the inside of the track there, so ruins our run a little bit. But Seb getting caught by the wet conditions there. It's quite odd to see an AI make a mistake like that, but he did. And it's quite ironic because something similar happens in qualifying, as you will see now as we head on to qualifying now, and this is the end of our first flying lap. Hasn't been the best of laps for sure, but yeah, I knew that on our last run we've got a lot more to give, so wherever this puts us I know I can improve a bit more. But at the minute it's P5 and obviously not many people have set a time, so skipping on to the end of the first sector on our second lap. We're P10 at the minute and we're up on our time, but you can see we had to back off a lot from the car ahead in the last corner, and I backed off a little bit too much. Now the Ferraris are right behind us. I think that's Vettel and right behind. As you can see, we just have a scruffy few corners and just get on the curb, and the downforce of the Ferrari means Vettel comes right up to us, and he actually pulls out the slipstream and even dives his car up the inside. We tried to turn in, but it just hasn't worked, and Seb has ruined our qualifying there pretty much. So that's our quality over, because we weren't going to improve. He's kind of forced us wide, and yeah, that's I think that's still P10, which again is even more annoying because we're not going to get fresher tyres. We could have started on new tyres, but anyway, that's P11 with our teammate Carlos Sainz down in P13. But yeah, let's just not mess about. Let's get straight into the race and let's just get on with it for the Chinese Grand Prix, and hopefully we can have a similar race to Australia. I know the difficulties much higher than what it was then, but yeah, it doesn't mean to say we can't get as good as a result. So one stop as usual, and yeah, let's just head straight onto the grid for the Chinese Grand Prix. As you can see, 5 red lights on the screen now. It's lights out and away we go for the Chinese Grand Prix. We get a pretty decent start. We get straight ahead of Ocon, and yep, the footage is corrupted. Shock, but we're in P9. There's nothing I could do about this. We're still in P9, so we haven't missed much apart from Massa going a little bit sideways. Getting an illegal overtake on Ricciardo. Got to give the position back. So we've made it 1 position off the start, and hopefully we can capitalise. But of course, that Red Bull is a lot quicker than our Toro Rosso. But all weekend we've been good on our brakes in this corner. We're going to have a little half-hearted look at Ricciardo, and he has got much better traction on the outside of the corner. Bit of contact, and again 2 bits of contact with Ricciardo, and almost a third. He keeps that position ahead of us in P9. But yeah, just a bit of a half-hearted move, which kind of ruined it a little bit. You can't really. You either go for the overtake, you don't. If it's half-hearted, you're either going to contact or it's just not going to work. You might as well have just not done it. So we remain in P9 and just got to get our head down and focus. And at the end of lap 1, start of lap 2, we caught again to the back of Ricciardo, and hopefully we're going to line up a move on the Australian there, maybe. But like I said, you know, he's got a lot more downforce in the corners to kind of punch away from us on the exit. So again, we get close to the turn 6, I think. But so you know now for next lap that you know that's our strong point. As we come to it on lap 3, we are going to make a bit of a lunge on Ricciardo and on Massa. Massa leaves us a bit of room. We get to put it up in the ridge on the exit. We try and squeeze Massa as much as possible, and we get Felipe Massa. We get Ricciardo and Massa in one corner pretty much, and open to P7, and there's yellow flags behind us. I'm not really sure who's that for. And was that Ricciardo pulling off? I think it was. I think Daniel Ricciardo is out of this race. So whether he's just embarrassed that, you know, I minced him, who knows? But Ricciardo is out of the Chinese Grand Prix, and now we are just chasing down the Force India of Sergio Perez. It's lap 4, and hopefully we can chase Perez down. You know, he's in a Force India. The car's meant to be quicker, but I think we've got some decent race pace here this afternoon in China. So we're just going to push hard, and maybe the pit stops will help us. But yeah, who knows. We're on to lap 5 now of the Grand Prix. Our tyres still seem in pretty decent shape, and as you can see just ahead, Perez dives into the pit, so we stay out. As we're going to try, we've seen many times this season of Formula 1 that the overcut actually works better than the undercut. So we're going to go for that now, put it in rich revs, use absolutely all the tyres we've got. We've got plenty of tyre life left. We're just going to go for this, hopefully getting ahead of Sergio Perez. It'll be close, maybe it will, maybe it won't, but we'll soon find out. And yeah, hopefully he gets held in a bit of traffic now, getting dropped into the bit where, you know, the drivers haven't stopped yet. We've got some nice clear air ahead of us, plenty of fuel, plenty of tyres. We're just going to push hard now until we get to our stops. And yeah, the race going fairly well. We're in P4, well, not net P4, but I'm just reminding Jeff to box this lap. Just everything to be sure, everything to be right. And yeah, we just got to get this one right, because track position seems to be everything on this game. Because if you get stuck in the dirt, yeah, it kind of affects the car a lot in this game. So track position is key as we dive into the pits now, and we're pushing hard in the pits. And just let's not do a Lewis Hamilton, and up to the line now, just slowing the car down. And now we wait down the pit lane. Hopefully Perez has got held up a little bit, but we don't know where Perez is at the moment. Heading down the pit lane, there's our guys. We're going to stop now in the box, and hopefully don't get held up. We haven't got held up. It's a great stop, so we're just going to see where Sergio Perez is coming down the main straight actually, so this actually might be close. We're coming out the pit lane there with Sergio Perez, and we just stay ahead of the Force India driver. Is he going to fight? He is going to fight back, but that overcut has worked an absolute treat, and we stay ahead of the Force India driver. And let's just see if he's going to maybe make a lunge into turn 6 here. He is close, he could if he wanted to, but he just stays behind for now. And onto the next lap, going on to lap 8. So is that 2 laps later? No, I think it's the next lap, I don't really know. But we get up to P6 because of people making their stops. And that, I think, was our position solidified in P6, because you can see Perez is right behind us now, but as I was talking about that dirty air, so we come round the long right-hander, I think Perez just gets, you know, you kind of get the drive off that corner because of just the dirty air from our car. So I'm fairly confident we can keep this P6. And coming down the back straight now, we have Kimi Raikkonen is won the race. I paused it for a reason. Kimi Raikkonen has won, and yeah, I just wanted to show you the difficulty so you guys believe me, because I didn't show it at the start of the episode. There we go, 110 difficulty, and yeah, we are going to be P6 in the Toro Rosso on the maximum difficulty, which is great, you know. Fantastic result for us, fantastic result for the team, and hopefully that relationship with Red Bull builds more, and hopefully we can get a drive for them next season, or, you know, if we're lucky enough, halfway through the season. But here we go, we finished P6 at the Chinese Grand Prix.
Effort there from Ferrari to take the victory today. Anthony, what do you think made the difference here?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Here come our winning drivers then, out on.
So Kimi Raikkonen has won ahead of Sebastian Vettel's Ferrari 1-2, and Lewis Hamilton in P3. Nice to see Kimi back on the top step of the podium actually, and yeah, will be interesting to see what he does today actually, because I'm commentating this as the Brazilian Grand Prix 2017 it is on. It's not on at the minute, it's on in 2 hours, but never mind. Yeah, Raikkonen wins from Vettel, from Hamilton, and that is your top 3. But for us, that was a fantastic race in P6. Carlos Sainz P11, we've beat him again, and yeah, it's just a great result from us, and very surprised by that. But guys, if you have enjoyed this episode, leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and these episodes will come out more frequently, I promise. I have got next 2 episodes I think recorded, ready to edit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you guys next time in Bahrain. Goodbye.